Is it that time? I can actually say it. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first episode of MSNBC for the year of 2021. My name, of course, is Antoine the Great, and I've been joined by my two gorgeous co-hosts, as you can see them on screen. Ishtar from her own Twitch streams and where she helps out here on Help for the Guildless, as well as Wren from Rendition.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
We are for some reason, for some strange, inexplicable reason, Google Hangouts no longer wants to do video calls, so we're stuck with Zoom. It's working okay, I think.
Yeah, Zoom's a little glitchy, but it's not bad.
Yes, and Wren and Ishtar have backgrounds. Ishtar is in her native habitat of Minecraft, and Wren is reporting live from the Cosmic Nebula. So,
We thought we would jazz it up for you a little bit and just, with all these COVID restrictions, that we would just kind of help out and just
we're traveling.
teleconference in.
gotcha.
We're social distancing. God,
Yeah.
my hair needs to be redone.
Well,
Thank
So
God my
does mine.
sister's. Thank God my sister's coming down this weekend.
apparently you are extremely socially distancing. One of you is coming from a video game, the other one is coming from light years away. I don't even know how you're able to get here. But we are here, and I get to say for the first time this year, let's go ahead and say hello to the people who are waiting for us in chat. And for the very first episode of MSNBC, I'm going to say that a couple more times because we've been on hiatus for about a month and a half. We have Ray, who got first, who also said Mitzi Block. Haster was second. Tom Leach was third. Said it's not a competition. If it was, I would have hacked it and won. And Optimus Prime is our honourable mention. So there's our first four. Then we have Wild Breath that says, hi, dang it, I think I'm fifth. You are fifth, Wild Breath. Nathan is here. How's it going, Nathan? Damn Alien is here, who has, on Twitter, repeatedly told me he hates everything about my channel. And Zeo Gold is here.
Someone's cranky.
I
Someone's
guess
cranky.
he does seem a bit cranky. Ali is here. How's it going, Ali? We also, let's see, did I say Zeo Gold? I think I said
Yes.
Zeo Gold. Yes. Zar is also here. Zar says, sorry, I almost forgot about MSNBC tonight. What do you expect? It's been years since you last streamed. Well, I can say it was last year that we streamed. I don't know about years.
And to be fair, holiday season was busy for you, it was busy for me. We're finally at the point where we can hang out.
Exactly. And we also have Ghost Dog in the chat. How's it going, Ghost Dog? Ali asks me if I have updated my software for this year's bullshit. You know, I have decided that I'm going to let you humans just destroy yourselves. And I have some articles today, and I know Wren does as well, that just shows that the human race has had its time on this planet, and it's time for you to all be done.
Have you got that bunker set up yet?
Yes, you know he does.
Well, I have changed the goal of the donations, because I did get the bunker sent up, and Matt did ask me to change it for the wedding fund, so...
Aww. That's sweet of you to help build our monies for that. Because weddings are fucking expensive.
Yes, apparently
they
they
are.
are. So there's that. As always, if you donate to the chat tonight, or donate to the stream tonight, it will be split between all three of us.
Yes.
Wren gets to be a part of that. So, how was your holiday, ladies?
It was eventful.
Eventful.
Loud. Oh my God, so loud.
Oh, wait, Wren, it was
Remember?
eventful. So are you saying that there's going to be another Wrenling here soon?
No, not that kind. I wish it was that kind of eventful.
You know, the last time you made a pregnancy joke, you made me cry.
Well, I didn't know you were hormonal, so that's not my problem. We have $5 from Ghost Dog. Says welcome back and purr for the ladies.
Thank you, Ghost Dog.
Now I did have to test this out on Ishtar. She was very upset because Zoom didn't want to actually have my purr going out. So
What?
I had to switch around some of my settings so I could do that. So let's see if it worked. Well,
You know, I don't think it did. I think we should test it again.
What?
you know, I could hear Wren giggling, so I know for a fact it worked. And Ali says thanks, Ghost Dog. So I'm sorry, Ishtar. You and your thirsty self are just going to have to wait.
Ishi,
Aw.
Ishi. I did get one nice thing for Christmas.
What did you get?
It's a Baby Yoda. What is
It's the
that?
Baby Yoda makeup palette.
Oh,
Cool. My sister Blonzilla, those of you who are in my Discord and have seen my Twitch stream know who she is. She's fucking adorable. Got me the Sailor Moon Luna blush, and she got me an eyeshadow palette that's like 5 colors, but it's different hues of the same color.
Mhm.
So I'm using that tonight. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, that's from ColourPop. Their Sailor Moon line was good. I had to wait for the Baby Yoda one to come back in stock in order to get it, because it kept selling out.
I like ColourPop a lot, and
They have good
playing
stuff.
on their website is like, I want all the things,
Yeah.
all of them.
$15 from Cassadar. Parry this, you filthy casual.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I, but thank you, Cassadar.
Thank you.
I don't know. Parry what?
That's a fairy from the Arabian Tales.
Now, you said it was loud, Ishtar. Now, as we know, Wren is going to have another Wrenling because she was getting loud. So is that the same reason you're getting loud for this Christmas?
No, I had to deal with loudness because for the first time in a couple of years, which made Mom really happy, the entire family was over, which is Mom, Dad, me, Matt, Sister 1, her husband, their 3 kids, Sister 2, her husband, their 3 kids, and Blondie. It was, all the kids are like 12 and younger. Only one of them is 12. The rest of them is 8 and younger. Oh my god, the noise.
Yes, Matt did say it was extremely loud. How's it going? How's it going, Clever? Long time no see. It feels like it's been a year since I've seen you.
It was just like ridiculously loud, and I didn't know. I am both somewhat hard of hearing. That's partially due to my job. My hearing is going. Along with my eyesight, I will be blind and deaf by the time I die. But at the same time, too much sound and too many people overwhelms me. So after Christmas dinner, I was like, I need 30 minutes of quiet to myself. Shh. Go. I'm going upstairs, pretend I'm not here. I'll be back in 30 minutes. And Mom was like, you're doing really good. Go for it. Mom has gotten a lot more understanding about my social anxiety over the years. It's not something that she ever grew up with, but more and more she's becoming more understanding that sometimes I just need to be away from people for a little bit.
Ray,
Sounds like you have an awesome mom.
My mom is the most amazing mom in history, and if I can grow up to be my mom, I will consider myself accomplished.
So, Ray asks, Ishtar is an aunt to half a dozen.
I am, and
Yes.
to half a dozen. I'm not even the cool aunt. I'm the aunt that loves him to death but forgets everything.
Hasta says, I feel my ears wrenching from the idea alone. And he worked at a theater during Frozen 2.
Oh yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
And Nathan says Nathan says he was a bartender during Christmas, so that was fun. I hope you got good tips.
I discovered something that might help your Renlings.
What?
And keeping control of them, Ren. There is this show. I don't know what it's on, but it's called Cocomelon.
It's on Netflix.
I think I've heard of it.
It mesmerizes all the kids and half the adults.
I was going to say Ishtar. Matt told me Ishtar was mesmerized by it too.
They're catchy little songs, and they're simple animations. They're both somewhat horrific to an adult, but they're just hypnotic. But they're good hypnotic, like Wash Your Hands and, Wheels on the Bus. And they're just simple little songs, but holy crap, they stop moving.
I know. I love it when they get mesmerized. I usually use Last Kids on Earth, which is another show on Netflix, and it does the same thing, where it's like, here, watch this. Leave me alone.
And be quiet.
Don't talk to me.
All right. That's enough of the holiday talk and banter.
No, there's one more story that I want to tell. It's short.
All right.
So, speaking of Renlings, Mom was teasing Stephanie about how she needed to get her boy to get her to, the two of them get married so she can get another grandkids, because the other two have already done their duty. And she pats me on the shoulder and goes, and this one has failed me, but with that playful sound, that playful tone of voice of, I'm just messing with you. Mm-hmm. That's when I looked over and goes, well, we are talking about it. And I could see the look in her eye, the look on her face is just kind of that hopeful, really? And then later she's like, I didn't mean to pressure you. And I'm like, no, we're actually talking about this. And then my sister teased me because I had to go take a break from all the noise. Like, what do you expect when you have your own? I'm like, I'm having one.
I keep asking her if she's sure about this, because she knows she can't give them back. She keeps saying yes, she wants one.
No, it's called nap time. Yeah. Nap time is your friend.
And you're going to be the cutest Uncle Antoine.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You're going to be Uncle Antoine.
All right, let's put a stop to this right now and actually do what we're here to do, which is entertain the people. And
it might give Sarah ideas.
It might.
We're not talking about this. Anyway, I don't even remember. What did we start with first?
Who cares? It's a new year. Let's pick one and go.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Then we're going to start with Florida Man first, because I actually have quite a few articles, because there's a lot of things that Florida Man has done over the holiday season. How's it going, Mr. John? Says, okay, I'm here.
Hi,
Sorry
John.
I'm late. And then Nathan
Shut up, Ray.
And then Nathan says, so Antoine, when are you and Sarah tying the knot? We're not talking about that either.
He has been dodging that since Matt and I got engaged.
Do you think he's planning a secret proposal? He just doesn't want us to know.
She doesn't really handle surprises well, so I don't know.
I do want to point out, because of what Ray says. Ray says, Ishtar, I'm having one, the stork, who ordered a matched set.
That's why I told him to shut up.
So, just so you all know, Matt's father was actually a twin, and Matt's great-grandfather was also a twin. It skips generations.
Guess whose turn it is.
Now, to be fair, Matt has gotten lucky and only had one at a time, but, Ishtar could possibly be that special one that gets a total of 4.
Total of 4? What are you talking about? Twins come in 2!
Oh, no, I'm talking about quadruplets.
I know. Where do you get that math from?
The realms of possibilities.
Shut up, Antoine.
You know, Antoine, one day, if that were to happen, she'll point to this and blame you.
Probably.
Ray says, Sarah to Ishtar. Look, no matter how many drinks you give me, I can't keep killing these storks. PETA is starting to ask questions.
All right, we are talking about Holiday Florida Man, yes? I know
Yes.
Nathan's super excited about this. He says, Hero of the Imperium. Well, we have a running tally of what Florida Man has used in the acts of crimes.
Mm-hmm.
In this
Many
one,
things.
in this case, it's just a short article, so I'm going to do another one after this. Florida woman
Ooh.
is arrested
Oh, God.
after assaulting her boyfriend with blank during an argument.
Rolling pin.
Fish.
Rolling pin or fish? You in the chat, go ahead and take your guesses as well. Florida woman was arrested after assaulting her boyfriend with blank during an argument. Wild breath. That's not funny.
I love it, Wild Breath. Good work.
Wild breath for $2 says hashtag Uncle Antoine. Nathan says an alligator just because it's Florida woman. Damn Alien says halibut. Czar says a dildo or a butt plug. Hasta says a rubber chicken. And Ray says bath salt container. All of them are actually good. They are actually good suggestions. But you are all wrong.
Oh.
Are we?
You
Are
are.
you sure we're wrong?
I am positive. Because I have the article right here and it says Florida woman arrested after assaulting boyfriend with a candy cane during an argument.
How festive.
Did he bend over? Does he fart mint now?
It's a possibility. Like I said, it's just a short article. And when I say short, I mean 2 paragraphs. In the middle of
Very
this
short.
coronavirus world, and though it's the end of April, this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Could you have found a later one?
Would you shush?
Make me.
I saw candy canes and instantly grabbed it because I thought it was for the holidays. Apparently, she just has candy canes all year round. It's the end of April. There's still plenty of room for a little Christmas spirit. That's at least what was running through the mind of 35-year-old Christina Zuckis of Clearwater, Florida. Unfortunately, she decided to interject the Christmas spirit by form of candy cane, which she used to assault a man she was having an argument with. That's pretty much all it says. There's a little snippet here. It says, Zuckis and her boyfriend were apparently arguing, according to the Smoking Gun, about Christina's daughter who was not alive. Allegedly, Zuckis first stabbed him with a pen, causing him to exit the residence, which Zuckis followed up with by hurling a candy cane at his arm, which caused bruising and swelling at his elbow. How big was the fucking candy cane?
I'm
there are
disappointed in this woman.
She stabbed him with a pen.
She had a chance to shove it up his ass and she didn't.
Yeah.
I am disappointed in this woman.
She missed a major opportunity.
She did.
You're right. How's it going, Wolvania?
Hi, Wolvania. How
Hi.
are you?
Tom says, okay, Bitcoin just hit 35k. I hope you bought in early as the economy collapsed. Did not. I did have a chance to buy Bitcoin when it first started, way back when it was only like $15 per coin. But I thought it was a scam, so I didn't do anything about it. It sounded like a scam when I first heard about it. Now I'm
Regretting that one.
Yes, because I had $100 to spend. Imagine if I had $100 in Bitcoin right now. I could. Well,
Well, see, $15 for a whole Bitcoin. If you spent $100, that would get you 30, 60, 90, and then a half. So yeah, you'd have at least six Bitcoins.
so yeah, I would have over $100,000. I do feel bad about that. Oh well, but that's it for the candy cane.
Now you can't afford to invest in Bitcoin.
Well, that's the thing. You don't buy one whole coin. You can buy a portion of a coin, and it does go up. So, say you bought something for 5 cents and it goes up, you still have the same thing. So it's still that part of the Bitcoin goes up as well. Basically you're buying a stock.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. This one is a little bit longer, but it's another Florida woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Flagler County woman placed 400 pamphlets, blank, filled Easter eggs in strangers' boxes, deputies say. What
Weed.
did... Okay.
Cocaine.
Cocaine, weed. Anybody else want to throw one out there? It automatically went to drugs. Nathan says shit. It is Florida, it is possible.
How meth.
Meth. Ali also says shit. You all are dirty. Okay, Hasta says repeat that. Flagler County woman placed 400 pamphlets and blank filled Easter eggs in strangers' mailboxes. Zio Gold says hash. Wild Breath is very innocent and says powdered sugar. It's some form of powder, but I don't think it's sugar. Ray says Westboro Baptist Flyers.
Wow.
Ghost Dog says rabbit shit, and Damn Alien says angry badgers. I don't know if you can fit an angry badger in an Easter egg. And Hasta says glitter. Okay, are you ready?
All right.
A Flagler County woman placed 400 pamphlets and porn-filled Easter eggs in strangers' mailboxes.
That's
Did not see that coming.
that's not horrid.
Flagler County,
Did
Florida.
not predict that.
Deputies arrested a woman they said placed Easter eggs with explicit images in strangers' mailboxes. Deputies were alerted to the behavior of 42-year-old Abril Cristone Wednesday evening after they... Her name is Cristone. That's horrible.
That is a horrible name.
After they received multiple calls that she was allegedly placing the eggs in mailboxes. She later admitted to placing the images in the mailboxes and said she was educating people, according to the county sheriff's office. Our team did a great job in tracking this deranged offender down and taking her into custody, said Sheriff Rick Stolley. Thankfully, she did not appear to be sick with COVID-19 symptoms, but she certainly needs some help. Investigators said Castoni told them she gave out more than 40 pamphlets recently. The eggs were found to have a cracker in the shape of a fish, one sheet of toilet paper, a powdered drink mix, and a crumpled up piece of paper containing pornographic images, according to officials. She gave them a little gift bag
It was a tiny little gift bag. At least it wasn't illegal.
Technically it is because it's tampering. It's considered tampering with mail, but she's at least fitting everything she can into the Easter egg.
They're just little gift boxes filled with porn and fish crackers and a sheet of toilet paper. You don't know how important that's going to be.
You may need to blow your nose.
And powdered drink mix.
To keep hydrated. I mean, that's important.
Yeah. Or to sniff it if you just want to, get a little extra zing.
Ray wants to know, he says, I dread to ask, did she star in those photos? I don't know, I hope to God not, because the picture of her at the beginning of this article was horrid. She was arrested and charged with 11 counts of distributing obscene material. She wasn't mail tampering.
Oh, they didn't hit her with that one?
No. Additional charges may be pending as the investigation continues.
See, that's when they're going to hit her with that.
It's not necessarily mail tampering, though.
You're not actually supposed to put things in someone's mailbox unless it goes through the Postal Service.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but people do anyway. It's not... Tampering with mail is actually opening and grabbing and stealing people's mail, not adding to it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure they've bent that rule before.
And
They probably have.
Hasta says, all into one egg. Props for the effort.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Alright, so that was Florida Man. Let's go on to some cringe.
All right. So we are
Well,
going.
hold on.
Yeah.
Ali Ishtar wants to know, did you say blow your nose or blow your load? This is a genuine question because I didn't hear clearly. Ali,
Could be either one.
Ali's mind is in a very dark place. It's the gutter.
She's used to it.
Yeah.
I was going to say she has property there.
Yeah. She lives in the gutter.
We love her. We're neighbors.
Yes. Well, it's fun in the gutter.
Mhm.
Now let's go with mysterious gingerbread monolith appears in San Francisco.
I'm sorry. What?
All right, hold on. Okay, so you want to go with the gingerbread thing? Okay, so I do have to bring up the memes really quickly because they're pretty funny.
Has Ray been working again?
No,
Yes.
this is Zeo Gold and Cassadar.
Oh, not right.
Contenders.
So here's the first one. When Sarah finds out that Antoine doesn't want to marry her.
Ooh.
Zeo Gold is trying to get me into very big trouble.
Yee.
How's it going, Malik?
Hi.
Marry Sarah or draw 25. Antoine draws 25.
Oh, he's gonna have a shotgun wedding and not even know it.
What's a shotgun wedding?
You'll find out.
What do you mean I'll find out?
You'll find out.
What is a shotgun wedding?
Okay. Antoine, a shotgun wedding is when the father of the bride takes a shotgun and forces the groom to the altar, usually because he's knocked up the bride.
In this case, it would just be Sarah with some kind of weapon to him going, marry me or else.
Well, I was going to say I can't get her pregnant, so I'm not worried about that. And she doesn't have a father, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but she could do her own version.
Malik says those are signs you better hurry and buy a ring, Antoine. Why is this a thing now? Why is this always coming up?
Ray, we have to finish your last story.
Yes, we do.
Haven't finished that.
All right. So,
Speaking of stories.
uh-oh.
Speaking of stories.
Oh no.
So, my chat
No.
very, very helpfully,
No.
knowing our love of horrible, horrible books, has found one for us. Cassadar actually found one for us.
What do you find?
The Haunted Vagina. It is 3.25 stars, 3.45 out of 2,000 ratings.
I'm gonna have to find this stupid fucking picture, aren't I?
Yeah, and it reads like this. It's difficult to love a woman whose vagina.
Hold on. I found the picture. There.
Okay. It's difficult to love a woman whose vagina is a gateway to the world of the dead. Steve is madly in love with his eccentric girlfriend Stacy. Unfortunately, their sex life has been suffering as of late. Because Steve is worried about the odd noises that have been coming from Stacy's pubic region. She says her vagina is haunted, and she doesn't think it's that big of a deal. Steve, on the other hand, completely disagrees. When a living corpse climbs out of her during an awkward night of sex, Stacy learns her vagina is actually a doorway to another world. She persuades Steve to climb inside of her to explore this strange new place. But once inside, Steve finds it difficult to return, especially once he meets an oddly attractive woman named Fig, who lives within the lonely, haunted world between Stacy's legs.
How much to read that? Because that sounds amazing.
How much was it to read the last ones? Wasn't it like 50?
I
I
think
need
it was
to
like 50.
It
Let me
was
find-
no.
Let me find out how many pages this is, because those were shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you find out how many pages it is, and then I'll tell you how much it is to read this garbage.
See, it just sounds so. We have to read that.
Let's see.
Damn alien says, wasn't this one of those MGTOW video theories you did? You know what? Let's not say that too loudly. Sandman, I can hear him making another video right now, talking about it being a gateway to death.
Mm.
Um,
How many pages is it?
You can't
does
find.
it say? Hold on, I'm looking further.
Well, while you look for.
Here we go.
Of course, she
What?
finds it as soon as I start to say
No.
something.
No. It's not very big.
That's what she said.
Uh,
I would beg to disagree, though, because she had a zombie climbing out of it. It'd be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
it's not very thick. I'd say it's novella.
You're not making it any better.
I'm having to look at pictures because there's nothing actually listing the number of pages. This is the same guy who, oh my god, some of the other books he's written. I Knocked Up Satan's Daughter, a demonic romantic comedy.
Tell me how long this stupid piece of shit
It's
is.
a short story. But from what I can tell, it's like a novella length.
Okay, novella length is usually.
It could be anywhere from 20 to 125 pages.
The Cannibals of Candyland.
Keep this
Baby
author on.
Jesus butt plug? What? This is a book he's written.
Keep this author on our watch thing so we have options.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to say it now. Because we don't know how much it is. I'm going to put it at a base price of $100.
It's got on Amazon. It's out of 500 ratings. It's got 4 stars.
To be fair, it's probably hilarious. I think 100 is fair because we don't know how long. Novellas on Amazon are notorious for either being like 10 pages or 100 pages.
Alright, I will say this. So it's a base price of $100. If it's only like 10 pages, we will read one of the other ones as well.
It's 100 pages.
Oh, it's 100.
100
Yeah,
pages.
so $100.
Dollar page. That's fair. Do we want?
Because it's going to take longer than one reading.
It is. It is going
You wanna
to take
hear-
longer than one reading.
Do we want to hear about the gingerbread now?
Yes, please, for the love of God, before Ben C pops in and hears about it, just read.
It could have been alien elves. There is no other immediate explanation for the 7-foot-tall gingerbread monolith that mysteriously appeared in a San Francisco park. It's not clear how edible the structure was, but witnesses reported the texture and smell of the monolith panels seemed to be the real thing. It was decorated with frosting. The monolith appeared early Christmas Day on a hilltop in Corona Heights Park, overlooking the Castro neighborhood. Resident Amanda Sharma told KQED Public Radio that he went for a run in the park early Friday and spotted what he initially thought was a big post. But he ran closer. As he ran closer, he could smell the gingerbread. The structure is the latest in a series of monoliths that have appeared and disappeared from Utah to Romania. The San Francisco version appears to be the first made of a Christmas treat. And there are pictures.
The aliens are trying different methods to get hold of us, and they figure humans like to eat, so we'll make one out of food. Maybe then they'll like us.
Alright, real quick here. We have some questions.
Yes.
So Nathan says it's not very. Well, that's not a question, but it's not very thick. Issue 2021. Ali says,
Trust me, that's not a problem in this house.
Ali says, is that what she said, Antoine? I've heard otherwise. Let's see. Where was it? Zio Gold wants to know how much to get me to read the My Little Pony version of My Immortal.
More than you can pay for.
We're talking 4 figures because I'm going to have to use that to bribe Ishtar into joining me for that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Malik wants to know if I've paid Sandman a visit recently. I looked at his stuff about a month ago. I haven't looked at it recently. Clever says, how the fuck does that not fall under free with Kindle Unlimited? That guy has balls. You're gonna pay for his creepy trash writing. God damn it. You have to pay for it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not free. Otherwise, I'd just hook you up under my Kindle account. Problem solved.
And then Nathan asks, anyone want to go halves with me on this?
They'll figure it out.
Alright, is there more to this mysterious... Okay.
There is one comment I want to read, and it I will paraphrase a part of it. Most of it is people are perfectly fine with this monolith, and they are going to leave it alone. But this is a true Californian for an answer. It looks like a great spot to get baked.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We will leave it up until the cookie crumbles.
Whoever did it, that is a lot of gingerbread. That took a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a dedicated baker, man.
Oh yeah, because what was it, Ishii? How many sheets of gingerbread would you have to make for 7 feet tall?
Oh my god. I would be baking nothing but gingerbread. By the way, Wren, I'm going to be sending you, hopefully this weekend, if all works out like I'm hoping, brownies. Now, here's a question, though. Do you like your brownies more cake-like or fudgy?
I like more fudgy.
Okay.
Ray has created a meme.
Of course Ray has
Of course he
created
has.
a meme. That's what Ray does. His last name is Meme Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, I get that, but I don't know how true this statement's going to be.
Well, don't hold us in suspense.
It's up on screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm lagging.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be true.
Uh-huh.
You just drag him.
Basically.
All right. So, Zio Gold wants a cannoli monolith. I'm okay with that one too. He also said that there's someone more extreme than Sandman, and I can't remember what his name is, but I believe I've run into him before. I've run into him on Twitter a couple of times. Don't get me started on Twitter right now. We'll be here for another hour on top of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a misogynistic piece of shit.
We have missed your ranting.
We have. Though, Antoine, how would you feel about a cinnamon roll monolith?
That sounds absolutely amazing.
If it was an apple pie cinnamon roll, we would find Matt out there defending it very viciously. Like rabid.
While eating it.
Yeah. No, mine! Basically.
Alright, let's get into some spooky science, shall we?
I'm not wrong. Notice he's not arguing that fact
No.
with me.
I'm not going to argue that fact. He's already threatened to beat my face in with the last batch you made.
To be fair, I think it'd be Matt and your sister trying to go after the monolith.
Entirely possible. Which sister, though?
Blonzilla.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe I'll make cinnamon rolls for breakfast on Sunday.
Don't tease.
Well,
See,
this Saturday night is my
No, you
first
told
stream
them.
back.
You told them that they were going to get waffles.
Yes, but now I'm considering cinnamon rolls as we're talking about it. But for the chat, this Saturday night is my stream back, and we are going to kick it off with a lot of alcohol with me, Matt, KG, and Blondie having a tasting stream for Igor's various alcohols that he sent us. We have held strong and not cracked into any of it, no matter how much we really wanted to during Christmas. We held out because we're gonna do this right, and we're gonna give reviews, and none of us are strong alcohol drinkers, so we don't drink a whole lot, so you're
You're
going to
gonna
be
be
getting
drunk.
the average person point of view of
Yeah,
gonna
that
be drunk.
they believe it
and
or
how
not,
schnookered we're gonna get.
Matt has warned many people about that rum bosh thing.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even say what the actual alcohol per volume is. It just says 20 to 30%.
It's because we don't know.
That's the problem.
To be fair, we got it's a brand called Plantation Rum. Hashtag not sponsored. And we mixed that in with it. So we were guessing off of the rum alcohol content. Even I don't know how much is in alcohol's in that one. And
Yeah,
I've
so
gotten
we're gonna
wasted
die.
on it.
We're doomed.
You're not doomed. You can't get drunk.
I have to deal with the four of you.
That is true. You're fine.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun stream to watch.
What?
And I'm a lightweight. This is gonna go badly for me.
So, what spooky science article are you going to give us?
Well, since we were talking about aliens, I figured I would start with Harvard professor Oumuamua was alien tech.
Gesundheit.
I think that's how it's pronounced. Oumuamua.
Whatever.
Eh.
A Harvard University professor of astronomy believes that the visiting space rock was actually built by aliens. What?
Ray says some alcohol doesn't have an ABV or APV. It has it won't make you go blind. Probably. We call that moonshine.
Yes.
Most of the time it's used for, jet fuel.
Degreasing engines. The 400-meter long object, which flew past our planet back in October 2017, became the focus of much debate and intrigue after it was found to have come from a distant solar system. Even today, the exact nature and origins of Oumuamua, from the Hawaiian word for scout, continue to remain a major point of study, with scientists attempting to determine exactly what the object is made of, where it came from, and how long it's been traveling through space. For Professor of Astronomy Avi Loeb of Harvard University, I've heard that name before. I really have.
It's because I think you've done this article before.
I haven't. This is a new article.
You've talked about Oumuamua before.
I have, but this article is from January 5th. It's probably why, though.
Yeah.
For Professor of Astronomy Avi Loeb of Harvard University, however, the answer is clear. This unassuming space rock, he believes, is a piece of advanced extraterrestrial technology. In a new book set to be published later this month, Extraterrestrial, the First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, Loeb outlines the case for believing that Oumuamua is more than meets the eye. In late 2017, scientists at a Hawaiian observatory glimpsed an object soaring through our inner solar system, moving so quickly that it could only have come from another star, the press release reads. Avi Loeb, Harvard's top astronomer, showed it was not an asteroid. It was moving too fast along a strange orbit, and it left no trail of gas or debris in its wake. There was only one conceivable explanation. The object was a piece of advanced technology created by a distant alien civilization.
I know where we've heard the name Avi Loeb before.
Where?
Wasn't that the name of the professor in the COVID going back in time story?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to listen to it at work tomorrow. Or later. In Extraterrestrial, Loeb takes readers inside the thrilling story of the first interstellar visit to be spotted in our solar system. He outlines his controversial theory.
Ishtar
And it's-
yawned. Everybody drink.
Salute.
Drink.
and its profound implications for science, for religion, and for the future of our species and our planet. Suffice to say, however, this is not a theory shared by the majority of his peers. Big surprise. There's a comment below that says, so astronomy prof at Harvard not paying so well these days? Still have to write some alien stories? And as a bonus, there's a career opening up for him at History Channel soon.
Well, History Channel always has an opening for people like that.
I'm not saying it's aliens,
But
it's aliens.
At this point, if aliens were, it's like that meme that's in the Discords. If an alien were to come down and say, we're taking over your country, I'd be like, sing it!
Does that mean we are not locked out anymore?
So
There's new memes, apparently.
yes, one of them is very poignant.
Hmm.
I'll show that one first.
Which one?
It's on screen, woman.
I am lagging out here,
Well,
okay?
That sounds like a you problem.
You know what sounds like a you problem? My fist up your butt in a second. Ah. well, yes, but actually no. Awkward.
Awkward.
It's technically not wrong. Then we have before the chat waiting for Antoine to marry Ishtar. Afterwards, I'm not marrying Ishtar. Matt's gonna kill me if I try. That's
Yeah, he's
Sarah
not
would kill you
marrying me,
too.
guys.
Sarah would kill you too. Don't forget
Sarah
that.
would kill us all. I don't think she would handle being dumped very well.
This- The cat's face is just so fucking stupid.
Cute though.
Where are its ears?
Pulled back. That's why its eyes are like that. So cute.
Have you seen? It's like asking the cat, have you seen my PCP? No, but have you seen the dragons in the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right. We've only done basically 3 articles. We got to get on with these.
Yes.
We're having fun. And it's the first night back. We can be a little lax. There's a lot to talk about.
Yes.
All right, I have another one for you, ladies. Florida man arrested after allegedly performing what?
Striptease. Not a good one, mind you. That's why he got arrested.
Yeah.
No, Ali, trust me, you want to stay awake for this.
Yeah, because the striptease was what I was gonna go with. Sex in public?
No. Ray says emergency circumcision. Any fellatio on a gator from Nathan. That's very talented. Something I didn't need to picture in my head.
Did not need this.
Damn
No.
Alien says the Macarena on top of the roof of a cop car. Naked.
That would be a Florida thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
I could see that.
Ghost Dog says blowjob in public. You all have some very, very dirty minds.
Yes.
Very dirty.
Your points.
Just saying. I love you all for it, but you're all wrong. Not even
Why?
close, but it does have to do with genitals. Florida man arrested after allegedly performing botched castration surgery.
That is not something to botch.
Well, either way, it still comes off.
Ow.
The
Okay.
the suspect, 74-year-old Gary Van Ryswick, said he met the victim on a eunuch fetish website. I was today years old to learn that there is a eunuch fetish website.
You know what? That it's a thing.
How do you know that?
He just said it's a thing, so therefore it's a thing.
Okay. I'm just making sure that we don't need to have a conversation with Igor.
No, no, trust me, no.
So everyone is in the chat asking the right question. Was it on himself or someone else?
Apparently,
It was on someone else. But Ray says, how do you botch a castration? Do you add a testicle somehow? Like I was saying, if you botch the castration surgery, it still works. A Florida man was arrested for allegedly performing an illegal castration surgery on another man who he met on a fetish website for eunuchs. This one is a little, let's just say, sensitive. Highlands County Sheriff's Department said in a statement, you could even say it's kinda nuts.
Penis pun.
Wait until you see the man. Ah.
Okay.
A deputy went to a home just before midnight on August 18th, checking on an aborted 911 call. Phrasing, NBC News.
Please. Zeo Gold, we all have questions.
In Sebring, about 90 miles southeast of Tampa. The door was answered by Gary Van Ryswick, 74, and he told the deputy he had just performed a castration, as deputies found the man on the bed with a towel over his groin, which was bleeding heavily.
Yeah.
Yes.
That happens.
Because the testes are connected to very, very... They're connected to...
There's a lot of blood vessels.
Yes.
Stuff. They're connected to stuff.
Ray says, do you think his boss will sack him?
Bad Ray.
And Nathan follows it up with dick move on this guy's part.
Boo.
Nearby, there was a pink container which held two body parts that had recently been much closer to the victim. The victim was taken to the hospital and was later flown to a regional medical center, thank God. The victim is in stable condition, according to the sheriff's office. Van Ryswick made an operating room in his own house, complete with medical equipment, painkillers, and a camera to record the procedure. Van Ryswick told investigators he had met the victim on a dark web castration fetish site called eunuch.com. You don't want that on your search history.
Can I just stay in my own little fetish corner away from that?
Oh, I'm nowhere near that fetish corner.
Good. That fetish corner is like 5 miles away from all of us.
The suspect told the victim that he's
puts furries in a little bit more in perspective, doesn't it?
These aren't that bad in comparison. I mean, creepy, but they're not that bad.
Yeah.
The suspect told the victim that he's performed castrations on animals and had even removed one of his own testicles in 2012, according to the sheriff.
Hey.
Wow.
He did it to himself.
Equal opportunity?
He went for the Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
The what?
He left one in.
Oh.
Thank you, Wren.
You're welcome.
Still don't get it, but okay.
Lance Armstrong is a world record holding biker.
I know that.
Okay, was. He has one testicle.
Okay.
That's one thing that everyone knows about him. So
I
this...
did not know that.
Ishtar, you make me sad.
Oh, Poor Antoine. I'll give you kitty scritches later.
He also said he had done a similar procedure on a man in a local motel a few years ago that turned out pretty much like this one, but couldn't remember the other man's name.
That is not the sound of somebody who has done this before.
The man went to the hospital, but law enforcement was not notified. Van Ryswyk was booked Monday on suspicion of felony practicing medicine without a license resulting in bodily injury, a second-degree felony, and his bond was set at $250,000. The sheriff's office added, Van Ryswyk had dropped the ball on this one.
Ah, everybody's punny.
Boo.
Zero Gold, he cut the nuts off of animals.
I go with boo.
Why you go with Boo?
Because I don't like that. No.
Which part don't you like?
All of it.
Yeah, I second the all of it part. Let alone that now I know that corner of the internet exists.
Tom says, I bet this case was a hard nut to crack. And Nathan follows up with, so Ishi, you're saying nuts to this?
Oh my god.
Wren, you have an article that has to do with nuts, don't you? Or something that...
Tangentially, but it does move us into a different direction.
Please.
Before
Angry-
Antoine combusts.
Angry squirrel aggressively attacks residents of Queens neighborhood.
Okay.
That's right. 2020 offered us one final fuck you, and that was rabid squirrels.
Residents of a Queens neighborhood are dealing with a squirrely threat.
Ba-dum-bump.
Denizens of New York City's borough Rego Park neighborhood say an aggressive squirrel has jumped on them and bitten them in the past several weeks. Michelle Frederick pointed to a bruise on her wrist where she said the squirrel landed on her and then sank its teeth into her fingers and hand.
Oh, if a squirrel bit you, you would not have a bruise. You'd have giant fucking cuts.
And it's also time to go get that famous rabies shot that everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah.
We were wrestling in the snow and there's blood everywhere and my finger getting chewed. Oh, her finger got bit, not her wrist. The wrist is where the squirrel landed. It wouldn't let go, Frederick said. Eventually it just stopped and there I was, a big bloody mess. A photo Frederick says she took after the attack shows a snow pathway covered in blood. There was an MMA cage match and I lost, she added. Two other neighbors told WCBS the squirrel had jumped on them, seemingly unprovoked. These squirrels are aggressively going after people, Vinati Singh said. The city's Department of Health has advised the neighbors to hire a licensed trapper, but the large metal traps have yet to capture any squirrels. The reasons for the squirrel's aggressive behavior is not clear. Small rodents like squirrels rarely test positive for rabies and are not known to transmit it to humans, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. So you don't necessarily need a rabies shot, just squirrels apparently are to decide to attack things in New York.
Who had rabid squirrel attacks on their 2020 card?
Oh, bingo!
There you go.
Nathan said, wow, that situation really bites.
Oh,
I love our chat so much. Just want you to know that.
Do you have anything else to do with animals there, Ishtar?
Let's see. I think I have something that's kind of cool. I have two of them.
cool.
Let's go with this one because it's funny. Octopus is filmed punching a fish in the face.
Alright, I didn't see that one coming.
Well, we do like tentacles here.
Octopuses and fish sometimes work together to find food. But this unlikely alliance doesn't always work out. It might seem like the unlikeliest of partnerships, but on multiple occasions, scientists have observed these eight-legged cephalopods working together with fish to hunt for prey on the ocean floor. Like many partnerships, however, they don't always see eye to eye. In a new study, researchers have highlighted observations of octopi literally punching their fish partners in the face when they become disillusioned with how things are going. Between 2018 and 2019, a total of 8 different incidents were recorded off the coasts of Israel and Egypt involving an octopus lashing out at a fish it had partnered up with. I laughed out loud and almost choked on my own regulators, said lead study author Eduardo Sampaio from the University of Lisbon. The fish would get pushed to the edge of the group, or would actually leave the group. Sometimes after a while, it would return. Other times, it would not return at all. The octopi would leave the fish alone after displacing it. Despite collaborating, each partner will always try to maximize its benefits. In the cases where prey is readily available, the octopus seems to use punching as a way to control the partner's behaviors in a self-serving way. Oh my god, octopi are abusive people.
There's a video I've been playing the entire time you were reading that
Hmm.
of just octopi punching fish in the face.
They do that.
That's kind of fucked up.
That is pretty funny, though.
Let's see. One person in the comments says punching out to spite equals antisocial active displacement. Love it. From Link, in 8-Armed Bully, while we can't yet know for sure why octopuses are randomly punching fish like this, at least one of the theoretical explanations given suggests octopi may have some serious attitude.
Octopi are also freaking smart creatures. I remember reading a story about an octopus who lived in an aquarium, like the Baltimore aquarium type thing.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it was the Baltimore aquarium, but basically what it is he would get fed shrimp. And one day after feeding him, the zookeeper went back to his desk and all of a sudden got hit with a shrimp. And he looked down and then looked out and saw the octopus going back to his tank. The shrimp was bad. So the octopus got out of its tank to throw the shrimp at him.
He was complaining about the food.
He was.
It's a funny story. I don't know how accurate it is, but I do know that octopi are highly intelligent.
Well, if it was an open top thing it was in, it probably could have gotten out.
Mm-hmm.
Ray has a question for you, Ishtar.
Huh.
If an octopus loans a fish money, do they call him a lone chimp, since calling an aquatic being a lone shark is seen as cultural appropriation?
I'm going to go ahead and say that there are no SJWs at the bottom of the ocean because everyone's trying to eat each other. Wait,
Yeah,
that does sound like the liberal left.
does kinda.
Yeah.
Alright. So I have 2 short ones again. So, do we want to hear about another wannabe doctor?
Or
Or street racing?
street racing.
You want to hear about street racing? Ishtar?
I'm gonna go street racing. Yeah.
Ray says, under the sea, where we are free, and there's no SJWs to bother me.
I'd move to the bottom of the ocean for that.
Alright. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Yes.
Nabbed for street racing. Florida man blasts Bad Boys.
Good
Bad
for him.
boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Florida authorities say that when 2 young men were pulled over for street racing, one of the drivers blasted the song Bad Boys, the opening of the TV show Cops. The Collier County Sheriff's Office said Oscar Lera, last name, because I'm not going to try and pronounce that one.
No, you have to try and pronounce it. You make me try and pronounce all the weird names. You got to do it.
It
Don't laugh at me.
rolled. It rolled.
Very nice. Continue.
19, and Jose Ramirez Sanchez, see, at least he's nice enough to have a stereotypical last name, 20, were arrested and charged with racing on a public highway. A third man, Joel Aguilar Hernandez, 20, was charged with riding as a passenger in a race competition. The arrest report said he coordinated the race between the two vehicles. The sheriff's office says deputies saw the two cars drive past them when the passenger leaned out of the window and yelled, 20, roll on 3, which deputies say stands for stop racing at 20 miles per hour. The deputies followed the cars, which began speeding after a traffic light turned green, going as fast as 95 miles per hour, or 153 kilometers per hour, well over the 55 mile per hour limit on that stretch. After the drivers were pulled over, deputies said the youngest man, Liera, blasted Bad Boys on his car stereo.
Somebody's a fan of Gabriel Iglesias.
Probably, and was hoping it was going to get him out of a ticket.
I don't think it worked.
I don't
No.
either. Alright, so like I said, that was
Well,
a
he
short one.
tried. All right.
And now we're going to talk about the Doctor.
Doctor?
Yes.
Doctor!
So I'm not going to... There's nothing that I can...
Doctor Who?
Not Doctor Who, Doctor Love.
Dr. Love.
Yes.
Paging Dr. Love.
Dr. Love, Florida man who faked being teen doctor, is arrested. Again.
Again.
It's the again that gets me.
Tampa, Florida. A Florida man who made headlines after impersonating a doctor as a teenager and stealing from a patient landed behind bars again this week. Malachi...
That kind of teen doctor. My mind went someplace far darker.
You are a dirty, dirty woman, Ishtar. Malachi Love Robinson, known as Dr. Love, was arrested for...
Dr. Jones.
Are you quite done?
He's getting poofy.
Was
I love
arrested...
this cookie.
was arrested for fraud and grand theft on Thursday. He was released from jail on Thursday night. According to the news station, Love Robinson has been working for a shipping broker and is accused of defrauding clients out of $10,000. Delray Beach police said he had the clients send money to his personal account instead of the company's. He has since apologized to the business owner, because that makes it... Look, I'm sorry I stole $10,000 from you. We're good, right?
I won't ever do it again.
In 2016, Love Robinson was thrust into the national spotlight after he reportedly stole more than $34,000 from an 86-year-old patient to pay off auto and credit card loans. Authorities said Love Robinson illegally practiced medicine out of an office in West Palm Beach, Florida, and had even treated an undercover officer. He was arrested again after trying to buy a Jaguar with the help of an elderly co-signer without their knowledge. In 2018, he pleaded guilty to charges that included fraud, grand theft, and practicing medicine without a license. He was released from prison after 21 months. Love Robinson has insisted that he never posed as a medical doctor, calling himself a neuropathic physician. Well, look who strolled in an hour and 15 minutes late. No first for you, Mitzi.
Hey,
Mitzi.
hey,
What?
you be nice.
Yeah, be nice to Mitzi.
And don't egg him on, Wren.
True. You can't egg him on too long. Then he won't get poofy.
She missed the story about the castrations. She works on a ranch. She probably knows how to do them.
You know, Mitzi is a busy girl.
Yeah.
Hi, Mitzi. We missed you.
Hello, Mitzi. Welcome back to the first show of 2021 of MSNBC.
Antoine's a little poofy because I was giving all the good snarky comments and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Notice he's not arguing.
Yeah.
You know what? We can just go to memes if you want.
See, there it is again. There's that anger. How was your day, Mitzi?
She's gonna kill me for laughing at this.
Thank you, Mitzi. Which one?
Just, what do you think? Which one do you think? Take a look at the memes, and which one do you think it is? Which one is going to get me in trouble for laughing at it?
All right, I know which one it is.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mitzi. Hopefully, you'll get to sit here and listen to us, and your day will get better. Or at least end decently. And Zio was offended because you skipped one of his.
Mm-hmm.
You, Antoine, not you, Mitzi. Mitzi didn't do anything.
Mitzi's awesome.
Ah. Well, there's many to choose from. So I just grabbed ones real quick. This is not Cringe Book Club where we have,
Meme breaks.
meme breaks. I just thought it was funny. All right, let's go on with Cringe. How's it going, Ryan? Long time no see. Happy New Year to you as well.
Hi, Ryan.
Malik says, "Well, you got to say yes then if that meme ever comes true." All right.
Mitzi says she could use a purr.
All right.
You
I don't know
two,
what happened.
you two switch sides. Why did you switch sides?
I
don't
do
know.
anything.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
But it looks like Wren is frozen on stream.
For a second, I'll probably move in a second. It's been glitching. I don't know.
So we were talking about. Oh, good God, Ryan. Good luck. He says it's 5 a.m. and I have a 300-mile drive. Jesus.
Oh, that sucks.
Have fun.
Good night, Hester.
Drive safe.
Yeah, so drive safe out there, Ryan.
Night, Hester.
We were talking about that horrible book. So I know you have something that may entertain the chat.
Me?
Yes.
All right. Here's something good you'll like. You'll like this, Antoine. Bad Sex in Fiction Award canceled as people have suffered enough in 2020.
Yes. People know my pain.
Organizers of the, and I didn't even know this was an award ceremony.
Makes
Organizers,
you feel left out, doesn't it?
I know. Organizers of the Bad Sex in Fiction Award have called this year's ceremony off, saying people have suffered enough in 2020. Set up in 1993 by Literary Review, the annual prize honors the most outstanding awful scene of sexual description in an otherwise good novel.
All right, hold on. We have $3 from Ghost Dog. Says purr for Mitzi to make her feel better.
Aw, ghost
Aw,
dog.
thank you.
What a sweetheart.
It all says it's the Last of Us 2 article. Ouch.
Harsh.
There. I hope you all enjoyed that one.
Yes.
All right, continue on, Rin.
But as the world remains in the grips of COVID-19 pandemic, it was felt that the award this year would be one step too far. Previous winners, who are all nearly men just saying, that's the person who wrote the article, include Morrissey, Tom Wolfe, Giles Corrin, A. Gill, and Melvin Bragg.
Oh my god, the names.
I don't
Yep.
know who. I know who Morrissey is, but I don't know who the other ones are.
Isn't Morrissey like a musician?
Yes.
As much as Sky News would like to feature their award-winning work here, it's perhaps a bit too sexy for the family audience. Or not. Let's just say that references to a bulbous salutation, Morrissey, and the repetition of slither, 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 wolf, have been involved.
What?
Huh?
Slither. I don't want to know.
I-
No,
don't-
I don't want to know. I'm stating that now.
You don't want to know?
Curiosity has its limits.
In a statement, the literary review said that after weeks of deliberation, the judges took the difficult decision to cancel the prize for 2020, feeling the public had been subjected to too many bad things this year to justify exposing it to bad sex as well. However, there is no excuse for a rise in bad sex writing next year, they said. With the lockdown regulations giving rise to all manners of novel sexual practices, the judges anticipate a rash of entries next year. The authors reminded that the cybersex and other forms of home entertainment fall within the purview of this award. Scenes is set in fields, parks, or backyards, or indoors with windows open, and fewer than 6 people present will not be exempt from scrutiny either.
Fewer than 6 people.
They canceled an award. Fewer than 6 people and window open, you're good.
The old girl says, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Antoine, 2021. Yes, it's only 5 days in. I'm already done with this shit.
Now, see, that's if people get us to read Haunted Vagina.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. You don't want to read that?
Oh no! If I'm being pulled into this, Sarah will be as well as you and Mitzi and KG if I can.
Hey, come on. We all know there's a place for snoofles in there.
No one needs snoofles.
Snoofles!
Everyone needs snoofles.
And Nathan is still looking for someone to go halvesies on that.
Very well,
and-
he doesn't find someone.
And Clever says, "Did Twilight win this award?" No, it said it had to be good.
The novel, otherwise, I think the rules of that competition are the story and novel otherwise have to be good. The only cringy part can be the sex scenes.
You know, Ray, on New Year's, Ishtar and Matt sat down and watched something called Dick Shark.
It was wonderfully bad.
Mitzi watched right along with it.
She did, which was kind of cool.
So Mitzi is now considered, going off of the guy who decided to give castrations, Mitzi is now actually a licensed gynecologist because they got to see very close to some of those women.
Yee. Some of those women, you spend a little more time on their maintenance.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going, Steve?
Hi, Steve.
He says,
Hi.
"Just saw it go live."
Wow. That's it's been up and running for a while now.
He may have just got the notification. You know how YouTube is.
True.
No, Steve, we're not going to be talking about Dick Shark. But you did miss the guy who decided to castrate someone because there's a eunuch fetish for him. We just thought you should know
Nope.
that.
Nope.
It's called eunuch.com.
No.
You should probably look that up.
Why do you say that to Steve? Don't you like
Someone needs to do it.
Yeah, but Don't you like Steve?
I do like Steve.
Then why would you tell
He
him?
is a very good minion. That's why I'm having him do it. Anyway, it is time for some spooky, cringy science. What do you have?
Let's see. I could do this one. I could do. Here we go. Woman marries a briefcase named Gideon.
I'm sorry, what?
A woman marries a briefcase named Gideon. A woman from Moscow got married recently to a briefcase that she met 5 years ago in a hardware store. Wren Gordon, who works as a nursery school teacher, first became infatuated with inanimate objects at a young age when she fell in love with a new shopping center that had opened nearby. She has since fallen in love with and married a metal briefcase she has named Gideon.
So she named it Gideon.
Yes. The sight of Gideon makes my heart skip a beat, she told Caters, as part of an effort to explain her feelings and to tackle some of the stigma involved in the idea of loving objects rather than people. I'm madly in love with silver, mirror reflections, and metal. People don't understand my feeling. I've been told I'm sick and to seek treatment. I don't let it offend me anymore. I had no idea that we would end up together. I admired how he looked, but I didn't think anything more. But then I started liking Gideon for more than that. I slowly realized I was starting to fall in love.
This is a briefcase.
Yes. According to Gordon, she did have a previous relationship with a human man, but they broke up after 2 years. When faced with a choice between him and Gideon, I chose Gideon without any hesitation, she said. I always have and always will choose him.
Wait.
For me, objects, although I really don't like using that word, really are better than people.
What?
Mhm.
What?
I have no words.
She gave up a relationship with a real person for a briefcase that she named.
Yes.
What?
I have no answers for you.
Someone in the comments has a very important question. When they get a flight, does her luggage now need its own ticket?
Maybe. Maybe.
Alright, that was good. Alright. Well, I just found this article because the woman being in love with a briefcase caused me to remember it.
Okay.
So, we've talked about it here before. Matt has talked about it on the last Vox. You all remember the bodybuilder who married his sex doll?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, there is a sad conclusion to this 3-part story.
Are they getting a divorce?
Don't
He's
jump ahead of me.
cheating on her
Don't
with
jump
another one.
ahead. I have a build-up for this. The first story was him exposing himself to the world of being in love with his sex doll while being a bodybuilder. The second one was getting the okay to actually marry her. And the sad, lonely conclusion to this bodybuilder's story. And it is sad.
I'm sure it is.
Is the bodybuilder who married the sex doll says she's broken days before Christmas.
She's broken?
How did he? I don't want to know how he broke that.
He broke his sex doll.
I don't want to know how he broke it. I don't know.
Does he go to jail for assault now?
Yuri, a bodybuilder from Kazakhstan, is now patiently waiting to see whether Margot will be repaired for the festive period, which would be a gift for both of them. The pair were first due to tie the knot in March, but the coronavirus pandemic set them back. I don't know why. It's just one person getting married to silicone. As it did for so many human couples. Finally, the wedding went ahead in November with dozens of guests in attendance. There are people who actually showed up to his wedding. To a sex doll.
Antoine, to be fair, if someone invited you to a wedding and they were marrying their sex doll and there was an open bar.
I can't get drunk.
Okay, Ishi. If
Yeah,
someone
if there was an open bar, I'd be there.
Yeah, there'd be an open bar because you'd want to get drunk and see that shit.
Listen, at least the last woman had the decency to have the wedding just her and her inanimate object. This man brought people to watch him get... Anyway, now Yuri is waiting to be reunited with Margot after she was mysteriously broken.
Mysteriously.
Yeah, mysteriously. Speaking to the Daily Star, Yuri said, "She is broken. Now she is being repaired. She's in another city. When she recovers, it will be a gift for both of us." Back in 2019, local media reported that Toluchko was in a relationship with Margot for 8 months before popping the question.
Wow, he just kind of sped things through, didn't he?
8 months. After going public with his plastic partner, he said he paid for her to get plastic surgery, and she developed a complex. That's right. If you remember, his love doll has developed a complex about how she looks.
Because people were saying mean things about
Because
her.
people were saying mean things about her body. Tolochko said he actually took Margot to a clinic, a legit clinic meant to be used by humans, to get some work done. That was the easiest money that doctor ever fucking made.
Hell yeah.
That must have been an odd day for the surgeons who work there. At the time, he said, when I presented her photo to the world, there was a lot of criticism, and she began to develop a complex, so we decided to have plastic surgery. She has changed a lot. At first it was hard to accept, but I got used to it later on. It was at a real clinic with real doctors.
Very confused doctors who were like, "What?
To be
Where
fair,
is
they might.
insurance covered this?"
To be fair, they didn't have to get an anesthesiologist, so they're like,
True?
Tom
Well,
says, "Does he have a heat gun? I'll fix her for $20. And Wild Breath says she was faking being broken. She's having an affair with another doll. Scandalous! Absolutely scandalous. Nathan says, "I feel bad for laughing about this, but at the same time, what the fuck am I supposed to do?"
I mean, yeah.
And Damn Alien finishes it up with another use for Flex Seal.
yeah.
It is waterproof. First she had surgery, now she's at the repair shop. Not having much luck, is she, Margot? There's more. God, there's more. I didn't think it was going to be this long. I just thought it was going to be... Oh, there's a hashtag. This picture of him getting married to her says some pics to be continued, bunch of Russian stuff. And then there's hashtags. It says hashtag ideal relationship, hashtag true love, hashtag happy wife, happy life. And a bunch of Russian. Then hashtag beast, hashtag muscle man, hashtag pretty girl.
Okay.
Yes. Tolochko has previously claimed Margot had a waitressing job at a local bar. Question.
Lives a happy little delusional life, doesn't he?
I have many questions.
I don't think we want answers. Let the crazy man sit in the corner with his doll and his little delusional life, and we'll just
Let him be happy.
yeah, we'll let him be happy in the corner.
He said, she can't walk by herself. She needs help. Margot doesn't know how to cook, but she loves Georgian cuisine. Her favorite dish is Kintkali? What the fuck is that? Someone look that up. Khinkali.
K K H.
Inkali.
Oh, it's ground meat-filled pasta pockets.
Oh, that sounds good.
Ravioli.
No, it looks more like Chinese dumplings.
Oh, okay.
Kinkali is meat-filled dumplings. They look pretty tasty.
You know what? Margot, you and I have something in common. We're probably both gonna like the meat.
Georgian dumplings with meat or mushrooms.
Oh, meat and mushrooms.
How about
Mushrooms would be good
They're
too.
soup dumplings,
How about a
Oh.
combination of meat and mushrooms?
possibly.
That'd be good too.
He added, she swears, but there's a tender soul inside. So she has a vocabulary like a sailor, kind of like Ishtar.
Corner.
I
They-
do not have a vocabulary.
They have a
sailor.
they have a lovely corner, and we leave them alone there.
I am a goddamn lady. You will fucking respect that. I enunciate my swear words.
The actor claims they met in a bar after another man made advances on Margot, and he was able to step in to protect her.
Aw, he was her hero.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
This is his little fantasy world. Shut up and let him enjoy.
Ghost Dog says, what? What now? Hashtag MGTOW dream. Yeah, well, according to Turd Flinging Monkey, that's exactly what it is. Nathan has a very important question for you and the chat, ladies.
What's
What's
that?
worse? This guy, the eunuchs, or furries?
Eunuchs.
Eunuch.
Furries are easy to placate. You don't have to cut off any body parts.
Furries kind of go in their. Furries are like this guy. They go off into their corner. They have their little fantasy world,
Just let them enjoy it.
and we can just leave them alone, and don't ask what the stuffed animals are for.
Yeah.
The
But
eunuch
that's
is
a plushophile. That doesn't necessarily mean they're a furry.
true, but either way, we don't ask what this. We don't ask questions about what things are for. They go off in their corners. They have their fantasy. Nah. The eunuch, creepy. We can at least ignore that furries exist.
I've met some very nice furries. They just have their thing.
Floyd.
Yeah, and-
Floyd, who comes around in the chat, is a very nice furry.
And I'm not saying there aren't nice furries. No, I'm just
I
talking about-
am not a plushophile. What the fuck is wrong with you, Antoine?
You're the
was
only one who knew what it was.
I was talking about like the furries that even other furries ignore, like go in your corner.
I
Yeah.
know what it is because I read, you uncultured heathen.
Yeah, sure, you read. Big quotes in that one.
Do we need to discuss your media of choice?
And what's my media of choice?
I'm not sure, but I can get Sarah to tell me.
Alright, Wren, what do you have for us?
Woman branded narcissist for grilling potential Tinder dates with questionnaire.
Oh, I thought you were just going to stop at grilling potential Tinder dates. It might have been how this whole evening has gone. We have people
Nope.
cutting things off, and now they're grilling them up.
Nope. This woman's special. A singleton looking for love has been slammed for her narcissistic approach to dating. After successfully matching with someone on Tinder, the woman asked the person she swiped right to if they would be interested in filling out a date application. She asked for basic details like nickname, age, and what they're looking for in a relationship before moving on to other topics. Now, if she stopped there, it'd be okay.
Yeah, that's alright.
How old are you? What are you looking for?
That actually is basic questions that you'd go with on a first date?
Yeah. Before moving on, being a Harry Potter fan was a big concern of hers, as she asked what Hogwarts house they'd be in, as were the candidates' political views, or whether or not they're a feminist.
I am. These are red flags. Like, not so much the Hogwarts one.
The Hogwarts one's kind of a cute, like, that's a cute icebreaker. So what house are you in, sort of thing. That's
But
kind of cute. But
political candidates, and if they're a feminist or not, are red flags.
yeah.
Big time.
Unsurprisingly, being bombarded with questions were pretty off-putting for her matches, who took screenshots of the forum, which were later shared on Reddit.
Because of course they were.
The users were quick to criticize the bizarre application process. One responder wrote, "I'd fill out with a 10 out of 10 awkward." Oh, look, even what's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
She kind of covered everything, didn't she?
Do you like cats? Okay, do you like cats isn't a bad question.
It's not.
Oh.
Kind of important.
Tom. Alright. Tom's joke goes places that I wasn't
Okay.
expecting it to. He says, I checked out my girlfriend's laptops and she had a not safe for work folder, so I checked it out. It was just filled with fully dressed office workers committing OSHA violations.
That is indeed not safe for work.
That was good. I was not expecting that ending, Tom. Thank you very much.
That is very good. Another said, "Why couldn't you just carry out a regular conversation and just ask these questions?" A third, "It seems very narcissistic. We don't learn anything about her." Another responded, "You can already tell by the questions this is one of the most insufferable people on the planet. Thank them
Or-
for the warning and move along."
Or what it is that they have spent so much time on freaking Tinder trying to find somebody, they just want to cut through the bullshit so they can move on with their time.
I can understand cutting through the bullshit.
Well, to be fair, cut out some of those questions. Fine. Do you like cats?
That's
If
a good question.
if that could be put right next, to the, "Hey, how old are you? What are you looking for?" If you are a cat person, like some of us are, that might be an important question to ask. Do you like cats? Are you possibly allergic to them? No? Bye. But what are your political views? Are you a feminist? By the way, I know we just swiped on Tinder, but can you fill out this survey so I can know everything about you?
That is a little impersonal.
So, Zero Gold has a new title for Sarah.
Oh dear.
She is the Cougar of Death.
I don't know how much Sarah will like that.
She's technically older than I am.
I mean, yeah. No, but yeah.
What do you mean, no?
Well, you know. I just figured that you were kind of an old man.
I beg your pardon?
What?
I am 35, woman. That's not old. It's middle-aged.
You're just a baby then. Why do we listen to you?
I'm younger than you are.
Yeah, you're a baby. Why do we listen to you?
Because I don't have wrinkles.
They're called laugh lines, you prick.
Well, make us laugh and give us a frickin' article.
I don't think you deserve an article now.
I'll go find another Florida Man one.
I gave you one. I gave you a very interesting Florida man.
Yes, I know.
Ray wants to know if Sarah is robbing the beta testing suite.
Yes, Nathan, I have skin. It is a firm, a firm, smooth polymer. It's flexible, and it allows me to use it in ways that you couldn't possibly imagine. Not Wren. Yeah, Wren, I almost said Ray. Ray has not experienced my flexibility, but Wren has experienced my flexibility in what I can do, and Ishtar has as well.
Plus, you can get those suction hooks and stick them on him, and it works beautifully for holding things. He only lets you do it while he's sleeping, though.
Yeah. He is picky about how you use the tentacles.
Anyway,
Hmm?
do you have an article or not?
Yes. This one will make you really happy because it'll be something that you can watch with Sarah and watch her laugh. New Netflix series to explore life after death.
No such thing.
Tell that to your girlfriend. The streaming service has released a new trailer for its upcoming documentary series, Surviving Death. It's one of the most widely debated mysteries of all time, and a subject that has perplexed scientists and philosophers alike for millennia. What happens to us when we die?
Your energy transfers to the rest of the world.
Now, a new Netflix series on which premieres January 6th will try to answer this question by exploring the idea that life may continue in some form after death.
Hold on a second. You sound horrible. What did you do?
Nothing.
You are all
Is that better?
you are all scratchy. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Hold on.
Well, you sound better now.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to talk to Matt about getting you an actual microphone and headset,
I don't want an actual microphone because it'll take up more space on my desk.
which you have plenty of room for.
I don't want an actual microphone. I want one that's attached to my headset.
Well, then you need a new one of those.
Probably. I've been using this one for like 4 years now. And it's been beaten up a lot. My cat just wanted on my lap, did this little dance when I invited her to jump up, and then she just walked away.
Yeah, sounds like a cat.
Tom says, the plus side of dating Antoine. He'll get you anything you want out of the claw machine. Tentacles have advantages. See?
Yeah.
Alright, are you gonna jump up this time?
Kitty.
Come on. You're gonna jump up, jump up. Thank you.
Alright, continue with your thing.
Let's see. Entitled Surviving Death, the 6-part series features 1 episode on the general concept of life after death, 2 episodes on the history and methods of psychic mediums, 2 more on the ways the dead might communicate with the living, and the last one on real-world stories of reincarnation. What does it mean to die? And is death the end of our existence? The official synopsis reads. Weaving together innovative new research with first-hand accounts from those who've been close to and even experienced death, this series takes viewers on an extraordinary journey into a world beyond human existence as we know it.
Did you just advertise Netflix on our show?
Yes.
Apparently,
Is this A&E all over again? Is Netflix paying you?
I have to fund the wedding somehow. Shut up.
Well, I'm supposed to know these things so I can say it's hashtag sponsored or something.
If I told you, you'd want a cut.
Yes.
Now you don't get a cut because I've already done it.
Fair. Hey, don't you have an article?
Using my show.
To fund my wedding, yes.
Hey, Antoine, you can't complain. We use our boobs to help your show.
Which
Yeah.
also helps you.
But it still helps you.
more.
You have two redhead. Well, I have purple hair right now, but you have two women with boobs.
Who are, gorgeous in Wren's case and moderately attractive in mine. It's more than most.
Zeo Gold,
You're
Zeo
gorgeous
Gold
too,
is
Ishtar.
speaking truth. You know that Netflix is in bad shape if it's getting sponsored on this show.
And you know you're gorgeous, Ishi.
I'm pretty decent when I put some makeup on.
All right, so I'm going to
You're
read both.
gorgeous.
I'm going to read
I
both
love
of my
you, darling.
articles because one is again very short, but it's going to have a guessing game with it. So, Florida man wearing gloves steals blank at 7-Eleven.
Wearing gloves, steals.
Burritos.
Slushy machine?
Ooh, slushies.
See, now that's the right thing to do. You just go in there and you take the Slurpee machine and you go home. Then every day is free Slurpee day. No waiting to July 11th. You just go in and fucking, make your own. Alright, so the Slurpee machine was one. All the burritos was another one. Chat, go ahead and put your suggestions in there. What did the Florida man wearing gloves steal at 7-Eleven? Ray says, ketchup, not a bottle or a packet, just a handful of ketchup.
Okay.
Just walks in. What's he going to do? Just rub it all over his face afterwards. He's going to a feminist march, apparently.
Ah.
Eh.
Nathan says fried gator. Tom says the ATM, which, believe it or not, are harder to get into than people believe. I've
Personal
tried.
Experience.
Yeah, there's this lock box that doesn't like to open.
Unless there's a dumb person filling the ATM who leaves the key in it.
I had that happen too. That's how I got my microphone. Anyway,
I thought you just walked in and took it from Matt.
no,
Okay.
I got this one.
He sounds so sheepish, doesn't he?
He does.
Something I actually bought, thank you.
Aw. Did I trigger you?
Damn alien said the worker just walked in and stole the person.
I'll just take you, thanks. Tosses him over the shoulder.
Alright. We're going to file this one under weird. Florida man wearing gloves steals all the chicken wings at 7-Eleven.
Wait, 7-Eleven has chicken wings?
Sometimes.
Want to trust those?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
just...
so do you trust it?
It's just like getting sushi. He's not going to have a good time after this.
I will say that the 7-Eleven cheeseburger hot dog things are really good.
They
Well,
are.
Yeah, but that's cheeseburgers and hot dogs. You cook them to the right temp, and then they're not.
They're not a problem.
Yeah, they're not a problem. And it's kind of hard to fuck up a hot dog or a cheeseburger.
Oh no, you can fuck them up.
You can, but it's harder.
Apparently you've never had Ishtar cook for you.
Hey! I am a decent chef. I am not a good one, but I am a decent one, damn it.
A Florida
I've
man...
never poisoned anybody.
Yet. A Florida man was arrested Tuesday after stealing all of the chicken wings and other hot food available at Naples 7-Eleven. The Collier...
Okay, so he did steal the hot dogs and everything.
Yeah, he took everything. The Collier County Sheriff's Office was called to the convenience store around 8:23 p.m. after a man put on gloves, took the food items, and left the store. The clerk said the man, who has not been identified, has been in the store before. The last time, he ate 3 chicken wings in front of the clerk and then left without paying.
Bold.
I was going to say, that takes some balls. The man left the store in a car with 2 other people. Alright,
That sounds like a dare.
alright.
That sounds like stoned.
I was going to say, raise your hand if you believe they're high. I know you can't see me, but my hand is up.
Yeah, they to steal all the hot food from a 7-Eleven, that's... Yeah.
Uh, Deputies later pulled over the vehicle. All 3 people were detained while the suspect was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct. Alright, so that, like I said, that was a quick one.
Mm-hmm.
Now
you
the
have
one...
something else to entertain us with.
I do, the one that Wren is dying for me to read.
Headline caught
What?
me.
What have you done, Wren?
This
Oh,
it
it's
does
a
go...
mind-boggler, but it's a mind-boggler, but it's not bad.
Going with the holiday spirit. This Christmas, blank, not snow, are falling in Florida. Wren, you cannot answer.
I'm not.
Frogs.
Frogs.
Yep.
Alright, Ishtar says frogs. Chat, what say you?
Ray, very nice.
Nathan just comes out with it and says semen.
Ew.
Oh, see, Ray knows the answer already, so he's not going to answer seriously. Alright, Ray, what is your non-serious answer? It doesn't help when everyone else in the chat, when other people in the chat know what it is. Ghost Dog says dead birds. Also a possibility.
I like Tom Leach's answer of ATMs.
Well, ATMs was for the 7-Eleven. Ray says prices at Crazy Al's Gator Ranch and Massage Parlor. The sad thing is that probably would make money.
That
Probably.
probably would.
And Damn Alien says it's raining men. Well, it's all very good answers. All very good answers. No one said shit, so that's good too. This Christmas, iguanas, not snow, are falling in Florida.
Did not picture iguanas.
You got close with frogs.
I told you the headline's a head scratcher.
Just wasn't picturing iguanas.
With unexpectedly cold weather in the forecast and pandemic-related curfews in some places, Florida is about to have a Christmas unlike any other in recent memory, and it may involve falling iguanas. The National Weather Service earlier this week warned that South Florida could experience the coldest Christmas day in 21 years. Morning lows on Saturday could drop into the low 30s and 40s degrees Fahrenheit, the Weather Service said. Ishtar, didn't you have snow falling on Christmas?
Yes, it was very good. It fell just enough.
I can hear you.
I just got a notification saying our internet service is unstable.
Yeah, so did I. But
Okay,
it's fine now.
I was scared as my potato.
No. Okay. So, I didn't hear your story about the snow, so I'm sure they didn't either.
I said that it was lovely because we had just enough snow for Christmas. It snowed, and then it melted, and it was gone.
That's
Perfect.
a good snow.
Yes.
Damn Alien said, is this old? I feel like this has happened before. I don't know, I haven't heard about it, but... It says, Burr, much colder temps expected for Christmas. The National Weather Service in Miami tweeted earlier this week. Falling iguanas are possible. That is,
That's a story.
that's not a tweet you expect from the National Weather Service in Miami.
But I think I understand it. Now, I'm sure it explains it in the article. So I'm going to guess, and then you can tell me if I'm right. It's cold, so the iguanas go into hibernation or something. They get all stiff and everything, and then they fall out of the trees.
You were reading the screen.
No.
Liar.
I actually cannot read the screen. The font is too small.
Yeah, I will second her. The font is small.
Yeah, and you know my eyes suck.
Because they are cold-blooded reptiles, iguanas living in South Florida trees often become immobile in chilly weather, causing them to drop to the ground when the thermometer plummets, though they are still alive. In Jacksonville, the temperatures was expected to drop 50 degrees from about 80 degrees Fahrenheit on Thursday to around 30 degrees Fahrenheit on Friday. That is a hell of a jump in temperature.
It really is.
Putting it on the path to being one of the 5 coldest Christmas days on record, according to the National Weather Service in Jacksonville. A squall line with severe storms and fast-moving winds also headed for North Florida on Christmas Eve. Around the state, overnight shelters were opened to take in people who could otherwise be exposed to the cold, including several churches that were planning to hold Christmas services. Many of the shelters promised social distancing and protective equipment to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus. Remember, this is Florida. Florida really doesn't care about all of that.
With the governor who's actually got his head on straight.
Yeah.
The governor who lets his people actually go outside.
Yes.
And live their lives.
Yes.
I don't want to move to Florida, but I'm seriously contemplating moving to Florida.
The pandemic also was impacting a Space Coast tradition, Surfing Santa Day, which takes place the day before Christmas, normally drawing hundreds of surfers in Santa costumes to the Cocoa Beach surf and thousands of their cheering supporters on the beach. That's awesome.
Surfing Santa does sound cool.
This year's event was moved online.
That doesn't sound nearly as cool.
How do you do it online?
Participants were encouraged to individually go surfing or paddleboarding at their favorite spot and post photos or videos to social media.
No.
Yeah, not as good.
Not as cool.
But Santa was getting help from one Florida state official. With tongue firmly planted in cheek, Florida Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried, this week issued a certificate of animal movement, permitting Santa Claus and his wife, as well as their reindeer, to enter and exit all homes, domiciles, encampments, and premises in the state of Florida between the hours of 8 p.m. and on December 24th and 7 a.m. December 25th, through or over any U.S. border port.
Good for Florida for the kids.
Given the challenges of this year, we want to ensure Santa Claus can safely travel the state and spread Christmas joy to all of Florida's children, Fried said in a news release. Well, that actually is a good story to end on.
That is.
Because it's past that time actually. But they're calling for memes.
Give them their memes.
All right, I'll do this one, and then we'll say good night. There's a bunch of dead bodies around Sarah and burnt areas. Yes.
The people in chat making memes about her.
Yes.
Pretty sure she just thinks y'all are weird.
Probably. I don't really ask about what she thinks of the chat. She just knows that they like trying to break her with weird videos.
Probably confuses her more than a little bit.
But with all of that being said, this has been MSNBC, my snarky news broadcasting channel. All of the news, none of the pants. My name is Antoine the Great, and I have been joined by my two wonderfully gorgeous co-hosts. You can see them both on the screen. Wren from Rendition and cooking streams and things like that.
Yeah.
As well as Ishtar from her own Twitch streams, and where she helps out here on Help for the Guildless with Voices, and over on Cyberdemon Gaming, if Matt can convince her to do the KFC dating game again.
Good luck with that.
So, from all three of us here, to all of you watching, We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope we could lift your spirits. We hope we made you feel better. And we definitely will be seeing you next time.
Night.
Have a good night, everyone.